The quality of your life depends on the questions you ask yourself. It's not from me, it's from Tony Robbins. You see, as I was considering the first video for this channel, I thought, what would be the most impactful? What would be the most important? The funny thing is, because it's a new channel, there is basically nobody here. And it's important for me. So, what would that be? Should I talk about strength training and kettlebells? Should I talk about meditation? Should I talk about nutrition? Should I talk about emotions? Should I talk about relationships? And on and on and on and on. And then I realized that actually, if I want to be the most impactful, well, it's to do like every coach. To start with, it's a question that we all ask to our new client is, what do you want? What is it that you really want? And for good reason, because this is a question that helps you to go inside and say, well, actually, and the funny bit is, most people don't ask themselves this question. And it's not a question you can ask yourself once and that's it. No, it's a question you can actually ask yourself literally every day and in any area of your life. Business, relationship, path, spirituality, etc., etc. So, what is it that you want, really? And as you can see, I add the word really. Why? Because the first answer, what do I want? When my coach, my first mental coach, was telling me, what do you really want, Benoit? I said, well, I want to win tennis matches. I was a tennis pro at that time. I want to win. I want to be famous. I want to be at the top. Okay, great. What is it inside of this that you really want? So during 1 hour, he helped me to dig deeper and deeper and deeper underneath what's behind, what's the motivation underneath this and this and this. And as I realized, what I really wanted at that time already was to liberate myself on the court. And I was like, oh, yes, I want to really go for my shots and go for it. And you see, there is an emotion. That's what you want when you ask yourself this question. So if you tell yourself, okay, I want a relationship. Well, there is no emotion yet. Okay, what kind of relationship? Well, I want to have these specifics for my next spouse. My next spouse, as if you had many. But okay, my next partner, let's start small, etc. So, yes, most people don't ask themselves these questions, and then most people don't go deep, and then most people don't ask themselves this question regularly, again and again and again. We reinvent ourselves all our life. We transform all the time. So as we transform, it's important to check from time to time, literally, I don't know, every other month. If you want, every day. Because the more we ask ourselves this question, the more we are clear and the more we can manifest, attract, produce the kind of life that is really dear for us. So, what is it that you want? It's not about how you're gonna make it. The how will come, but it will not come if you don't know already what you really want. So, leave the how for the moment. First, you need to conceive the idea. A question, if you have some doubts, is to ask yourself, okay, what do I really want if I knew that everything was possible? And then write it down. Have a journal and write down what comes up. Maybe at first you will not dare to really think about this. And as the power of the mind here it will come step by step. You will find ideas and perspectives to accomplish this. But first and foremost, what is it that you really, really want? All right. Talk to you soon.